go. Good morning. I'm Claire Louise. Hi from BeHealing.com. Welcome to Psychic Cafe. Just move it up a little bit. Good morning. So I'm going to do some channeling for the collective as usual. How is everyone this morning? Is anyone with me? Mimi looks like she was here ages ago though. You still here, Mimi? It's Friday. Yay, we got through another week. We made it. Oh, we're not going to take those cards. I'm going to keep on shuffling. So I'm going to get some cards out for the collective, do some channeling here. And if you're interested in having a question answered by your higher self or getting some guidance from your higher self, we can do that too. So just check out that pinned comment in the live chat. If you're not here live with me, if you're watching the replay, come along live sometime. This happens 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 7 a.m. Bangkok time. So depending on where in the world you are, it might be your Sunday, Tuesday and Thursday evenings or night. Hey Beth. And yeah, so in that pinned comment, it's by donation for the mini reads. So there's a PayPal link in there. You can also use the Super Chat Super Sticker if you'd like to. I prefer PayPal because I get more of it that way. And if you've got a question for your higher self, then just pop it in the comments, but make sure you put a capital Q at the start of it, just so I can find it much more easily. Sometimes we have a lot of people in here, sometimes we don't. So let's see what we've got going on. I've got a bit of an injury going on at the moment. I kicked Mr. Handsome hard. It was his fault. He moved. I was kicking the pads. He moved the pads just at the last minute, and I kicked him hard in the side, and my foot is in pain. No, and still, it's getting a little bit better today. Oh, it hurts when you kick people. It hurts your foot. The pads are soft compared to people's muscles and bones. But apart from that, I'm good. I'm good, and I'm going to be recording a pick a card read today, which will go out tomorrow. Tonight, in about 12 hours time, I will be publishing the weekly reads for each star sign, so you can check those out on my YouTube channel later. Is anyone joining me today? It's just me and Beth. Three of you, 2 silent ones and a Beth. I've got Transcendence. This was the card that came out first of all, along with the Watch and Listen Carefully. So maybe a healing day today. The energy update said it's a day to stop being so independent and let love in. So let's see if it's about that today. In here, I mean. Now I've gone all warm. It's freezing in here. They came and fixed my air. Well, they sucked all the water out of it, and now it's working really well. And my new fridge arrived at the same day, which was amazing, and it's amazing, and it's awesome. I went out shopping yesterday for a heap of frozen stuff so that I've got all my protein in my freezer now, so that I don't have to keep on going shopping every couple of days. I will anyway for my fresh veggies, but I don't have to now. Hey Penny, been on vacation. Nice. Where did you go? Was it good? Let's get one of these kitty cards out. Kitty cats. I think this is Blaze. I'm starting to recognize them. Hi Carla. I'm starting to recognize these cats now. No, it's Zephyr. Wrong. Claire's wrong. It's Zephyr. Meet Zephyr. She's flexible, flowing, and gentle like the wind. She intuitively responds to the rhythms of the world around her. When a door opens, she just walks through, easy as a breeze. When the door closes, she circles, eddies, and finds a window to slip silently through. She blooms through the spring and knows how to let go with the fall. She is change, and she welcomes change. Her strength comes not through resistance, but through perfect flow, like a river, sculpting the rocks and finding and making the space to keep moving. Edisto Beach. Oh, sounds good. Flow. Transcending something by flowing with it, not fighting against it. Let's get a goddess out as well. Legendary lady. I've never heard of Edisto Beach, but beaches, I like them. It's so quiet on this island now. You know, I bumped into a friend of mine yesterday because I went shopping, and on the way back I was at the top of the hill about to come down, the big hill, and riding back on my bike. And the ice cream man was going the other way, and he boop boop, he's got a horn. I've got a squeaky duck on my bike. He's got a meow, meow horn. So he beeped at me, and I said, "Yes, ice cream." I hardly ever see him anymore because we're not out and about doing stuff. And anyway, so he stopped. He came over my side of the road and he gave me an ice cream. And a friend just happened to be nearby, like there's nobody around, but she was feeding some stray cats. And so I stopped and had a chat with her while I was having my ice cream. Nice moment. But she's single too. And we were talking about what's going on at the moment, how hard it is. And she said, "You know what? I've never thought of killing myself." And she said, "I'm not now, but it's a similar feeling to that. But it's this thing that I want to end." And I'm like, I know. I get it. I get it. Hi, Tim. Yeah, hi, Mandy. It's really hard at the moment, and it's because there's nothing new. There's nobody new. Even my laundry lady. Yesterday when I went to pick up my laundry, she hadn't folded it and put it in the bag for me yet. So I was standing around having a chat with her, and she said, "There's no people." She said, "You're single, aren't you?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "There's no one to have sex with." I said, "I know. I know. It's horrible. There's no chance of meeting anybody new. There's no chance of meeting anyone. We've got curfew here. There's just nothing. There's nothing to life. When it comes to people, it's work and that's it. And training. Thank God I've got training." Hi, Alpy. Let's get a goddess out anyway. But yeah, it's really taking its toll, especially on single people. I don't know, I'm feeling it. I've got a dress on today. I'm feeling girly. Ow, my foot. See ya. She likes to sleep outside now. On the chair. Let's see where she's gonna go. Where are you going, chicken? Yeah. She likes to go on that chair there. And she sleeps there all day, and then she's got her eye on me when I go out. See you go. Oop, there she is for the day. She's had a milk. So, yes, it's hard times at the moment. It's just so quiet on the island. Oh, and heartbreaking. When I was going for my massage yesterday, riding there, another business closed down. A friend of mine, a disabled friend of mine that has a shop there, it's closed. He kept going for so long. Oh. Been away for all of August. You're out and about again tomorrow. Awesome. More escapades. Kayaking escapades. We've got Athena, Wisdom. Athena posters. When I was a kid, there's a company called Athena used to make posters. We used to buy posters. And you used to be able to get them from the card shop, where the card shops where you buy birthday cards. And the record shops where you'd buy vinyl. Athena, goddess of war and wisdom. They did the music posters, Athena, and they'd also do the just like inspirational posters and stuff. Do you remember them? Anyone else remember them? Athena is the goddess of war and wisdom. Athena asks you to think strategically before you act. Use the wisdom you've gained from your experience to determine the path to the most positive outcome for your situation. Think before you act. Use the wisdom you've gained from your experiences. Nice. Hi, Connie. Athena. Let's put you there. What's the browns today? Brown. Nice. Looks like you're having a good time. Yes, so maybe mental health is and emotional health is flagging a little bit. I know it is with me. I'm not so bad. But there's just this lowness about it all when there's nothing to life anymore. It's just exactly the same thing and exactly the same people. Oh no, your account was hacked. You see, and people are getting desperate too. There seems to be more of that around, you know. Con people. It's a shame. Some of the stuff that's going on this island, though, is a turn for the better. People are growing much more now. So there's a lot more like cut-out farm produce going around. We didn't really have that much of it before. But now everyone's growing stuff and sharing it, and you can buy it. And hey, Sherry. Oh, you lost your internet. I'm getting the tarot out now, by the way. But if anyone wants a mini read, you know what to do. Check out that pinned comment. Donate away. I'll just get going with the tarot. It's the Page of Crystals. Let's read her out. Let's give you a better view. Page of Crystals. Not getting anything from her here. But the book will surely tell us. What's going on in Louisiana? Page of Crystals. Get some glasses. I'm going on Sunday. Entrepreneurial, dedicated, visionary, and adept. Your ideas and plans are headed in the right direction. So it's important to maintain a focus on your goals and aspirations. Now is the time to make any concrete plans and to take action. The transition phase between dreams and reality, expansion and good news. Oh, Hurricane Ida. Page of Crystals is down-to-earth, kind-hearted and ambitious individual. They thrive to learn new things and are extremely attentive to detail. More introverted than most, Page of Crystals feels most at peace when they're immersed in nature. Their patience and calmness gives them a keen sense of clarity, which also prevents them from making hasty or impulsive decisions. A dedicated, determined personality. Thanks, Beth. Can be too much discussion and not enough action. Too much talk and thinking. Not enough taking action. It's time to manifest your dreams, taking action on them. Beth, let's get to you. High self-guidance for Beth. Where's my cards? Here. My new fridge is amazing. Keeps everything so cold. I know that seems really obvious, but my other one didn't because I had to have it turned right up. I had to have it at the warmest it could be because it would just turn into ice on the inside. It wouldn't keep anything really very cold, but it would make ice. It would turn to ice at the top. It was just stupid. I'm so glad to see the back of that thing. And so now my stuff is actually cold. And the ice maker is awesome. New York's been flooding too. Got crazy weather there, hey. Anyway, Beth, high self-guidance for you. Be supportive and completion. Oh, this is good. It's good because it's a time to receive now. completions, endings of cycles where you've been out of balance in a way, giving too much, being supportive to other people, but it doesn't seem to come back to you. That's what I'm getting here. It's so good to have a working fridge. And there's so much space in it as well. It's nice and big, and the veggie box thing is really big, which I need. I've got a whole shelf of my fruit now, so I can get easy access to it. The shelves are like clear glass, so I can see through them to what's on, all the other layers and stuff. It's great. It's really good. I'm very happy with it. And it's also awesome having ice now for my iced coffees and having ice for my workout water. I've got an insulated bottle that I take. I think it's a 1.5 litre or 2 litre bottle that I take to training. No, it's 2 litre. It's bigger than the normal mineral bottled waters. And now I put ice in it, and it's super chilly till the end of the workout. Super chilly. So good. Anyway, Beth. Yeah, it's the completion of that. That's awesome. Reciprocation. And who was to blame? Right. Who was to blame? Or is anyone to blame in all of this? Or what about this pattern? As it's coming to a close, this pattern, Beth, you might be contemplating, like, what the hell was all that about? Who was to blame, or what was it you did? Now, it might not be. I'm hearing that it's not. It might not be that you did something wrong or whatever. Sure, you might have learned it, or, from experiences, played your part in being over supportive. But you've got to remember, there's a lot of people around that requiring support as well, that don't have a lot to give because they haven't found that. They haven't found anywhere near inner peace and inner healing. So there are a lot of needy people out there. So it's not just you. So while you're deliberating this and meditating on it, what the hell was all that about? When we get out of a difficult period in our lives. This is saying, like, try not to pin the blame on anyone. It might just be that you needed that experience, wanted that experience, I should say. You wanted that experience in order to know what it is to be in better balance. Do you know what I mean? If we're not on these roller coasters of being out of balance in one way and then the other to different extremes, then we can't really find that balance better than other people. Do you know what I mean? If we're on a roller coaster like this because we've had it really bad and we've had it really good, and we're like that, we're going to be able to find a really good balance because we've experienced both sides of it. It's like got the information on it. Whereas someone that's had it kind of easy and had a life like this, they're probably just going to keep on going along like that. They will have no drive because they've not had the extremes of it. Yeah, no blame games. But this is more investigation. It's not really the blame game. It's more investigation of why the hell did all that happen? Why the hell did I go through that? Those moments that we have. What the hell was all that about? It's funny, the day that it was on Wednesday. Yeah, it was on Wednesday when my fridge arrived. I was recording a video. Well, I've recorded all of the videos for the weeklies the next week. And in one of them, I was saying, like, there's always a reason for everything, but we can't hardly ever see it in the moment. We see it in retrospect, often years and years afterward. And I was saying, but I don't understand why my fridge hasn't arrived. I can't think that there could be any good reason behind that. Then one of the posties here, really happy chappy, always stops for a chat. He came with my new purse. I got a new purse. And he said, your fridge is at the pier waiting for a taxi. Like, yes! He got me really excited. He said, shall I bring it this afternoon? I'm like, yes, please do. Before 4 o'clock, before I go training. And someone else brought it, not him. I love things like that. I love living on a small island for reasons like that. Is that everyone would have known that my fridge was at anyone that went to the pier would have seen my fridge there, looked at them. Oh, it's Claire's fridge. hurricanes. I've never been in a hurricane. Oh, yikes. Yeah, it becomes clear usually when you're not expecting it. So I think it's saying, Beth, don't overthink it, but it's good. You're coming out of that phase, which is good. So we've got the Page of Crystals here being all entrepreneurial and taking action, especially taking action. Let's have another Starchild. Should have started off with the other ones. Or maybe I'll do that now, because it makes more sense when I start off with these ones, I think. These little cards. Something about transcendence, something about not using our wisdom before we act, but flowing with it, going with the flow. 8 of Birds. So feeling stuck, feeling like something isn't happening, feeling like we are blocked or tied down by something. Yeah, being blocked. That's what I'm getting there. What else? So this is about something that you're feeling is stuck in your life. 10 of Birds, 10 of Swords. Painful. It's painful. It's the end of a painful thing, though. It's the completion of it. Like Beth has got. I want one more of these. So it feels like it's stuck. Something isn't ending. It's a painful ending, though. So there's definitely something to let go of. 8 of Wands. I don't know why I thought it was going to be the 8 of Cups. I was like certain that when I turned it over, it was going to be the 8 of Cups then, walking away from something. Anyway, the 8 of Embers. It's even better because it's not walking away from something, it's being determined and walking towards something. It's, yeah, setting our arrows toward the target that we want and just like waiting for our aim to be right before we take movement. So again, it's like the Athena said, it's not time for action yet, but it's time for getting your sights on what it is that you want. So there does seem to be a bit of a block then. I think the 8 of Birds is right. There's a bit of a block. See, it makes so much more sense when I get these cards out first. Tell us more then. Swords. 4 of Swords. Something to heal first. I had such a weird dream. Not last night. I can't remember my dream last night. The one before. The owner of the gym, who isn't here anymore, he was in my dream. He said, Claire, come and have a look at this new place, moving the gym, to come and tell me what you think. He does that. Anyway, in real life. And so I went with him, and it was this restaurant, like park, I don't know, a park thing with a restaurant by the side of it. And he's like, here in the open air. I'm like, okay, well, this is nice. It's kind of part of a restaurant. And he said, yeah. He said, and so he invited some people, and he wanted to have a barbecue. And the place said we could have a barbecue as long as we didn't have anything on the barbecue that was on their menu. So I'd gone off and I'd got all of these steaks for me and him, or I don't know, other people or whatever, or some meat, whatever. And they said everyone else that brought stuff could go in and have this barbecue, but I couldn't because I'd got the cuts of meat that were on the menu. And so I had to stop and make it into something else. So I made it into a roulade. I bashed all the meat out and I put it all together, and then I rolled it up and said, now it's roulade. And then they let me in. That was my dream. What the hell? Random. What's the meaning behind that? Nothing. It's just totally random. Like, every part of it is random. Oh, look. We've got to heal ourselves, and then look. Then we've got the Chariot to the 9 of Cups, which is fulfilled. The Chariot. So then it'll be fast forward movement. It is a weird dream, isn't it? I mean, usually I can pick, like, when we have random dreams like that, usually I can pick, oh, I've dreamed of him because of this. There was nothing. There was no interaction with him. There was nothing. Unless I glanced at Facebook or something and saw his name. Like, there was nothing significant. There's nothing that I recall at all about him that day. Nothing about barbecues, nothing about meat. It's not like I'd been shopping that day. Just weird. So then I was thinking, like, well, maybe this has come from my higher self. Not about the barbecues, but about him. Maybe there's something to heal there. Could be. Isn't that weird? So yeah, we're going to be healing something that's what the block is. It might be a little bit painful, says the Ten of Birds, but then we're going to be pointed in the right direction. Then it's fast forward toward our wishes coming true. Page of Crystals said, we've got to think before, we've had that we've got to think before we take action and use our wisdom, but also it is time to take action. Like for the Ten of Cups. Well, there you go, the Nine of Cups to the Ten of Cups. That's the relationship. That's the Nine of Cups. That's wishes fulfilled plus the relationship. Never had a meat themed dream. I'm not sure I have either. I'm not sure I have. I don't ever recall having a meat themed dream. I could have a barbecue when the world gets back to normal. We're still not allowed to do stuff. Well, we kind of are. The police are turning a blind eye because we don't have any cases of COVID on this island, but we're having to be in lockdown because of what's going on next door's island, because we've got the same governing body. But so the police are like, yes, this doesn't make sense, so they're turning a blind eye to what's going on here. We're not following the rules. It's still like pretty nothing happening, but they're not being strict about it, which is good because there's just no need to. Yeah, it hasn't spread. It hasn't caught yet. There's been no spreadage of the COVID here, unless we just don't know about it. There's not much testing going on. But we are like 80% vaccinated. One vaccine. Some people have had two already here. I'm having my second soon. What have we got here in this mess? No, don't fall on the floor. Again, we've got the healing card and the Knight of Pentacles. In other words, it's taken ages to heal ourselves. It's taking ages to heal ourselves. Ages. Which means it must be a really big healing. A big deal. Maybe healing something for the whole of society kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? Something that, not just like on an individual basis, based on the society that we've got, but healing something much bigger than us. Could be. Spreading there. Yeah, you gotta watch out. Oh, when it spreads. I don't know. I think, we're on a very chill island here. We're pretty much living outside all the time. Healthy demographic, too. The only local that I know that caught it is she's got cancer, so compromised immune system. Yeah, so it's a big healing. Do you know what I mean by that? A big healing, like it's not just healing our codependency or healing our, whatever it is that we've found within ourselves to function in society. It's more like, there's a fundamental thing that everyone's doing that's out of balance. It requires a deeper dive into restructuring everything. The coffee's good today. I've got some new coffee beans. I've got a mixture I bought. I wasn't sure what to buy, so I got two types. I got a medium roast and a dark roast, and then I mixed them both together in my hopper, whatever you call it, and it's nice. maybe not quite as nice as the old stuff, but the old stuff is very rich, like espresso, very caffeinated. So then we've got the Three of Cups, like reunion celebration. High Priestess, you know it's coming. It's getting out of choppy waters. So there's a new journey. You know it's coming. You can feel it's coming. Your intuition's telling you that. Involving people, maybe involving a reconciliation for some. Could be. Still not giving us any meat of this. What this stuckness is. How can we transcend it? Maybe that's coming in the next cards. Not sure what to do the pick a card read on today. What shall I do it on? None. We're going to have to learn to live with it somehow, aren't we? We can't beat viruses. We've never been able to do it. We're pretty powerful human beings, but we're not that powerful. We've not conquered nature yet. Hurrying to be ready for what's coming, yeah. The healing's slow going. 9 of Cups again. Our wishes will be fulfilled. Let's get one more. Page of Swords. Okay. It's gathering information. Noticing what's going on at a deeper level. It's like being a spy. This isn't about someone spying on us. But it's that energy. But it's us. It's us getting curious as to why something is the way it is, or why we're hurting about something. Why we're not completely happy with something. It's something like that. I'm going to read her out. I need to go and get the box. Page of Swords from this Light Seers. I'll go and hobble over there. I'm not hobbling much. It's just when I put one weight on it, I kicked him so hard. Hey, it was a full force thing. And you know, it was trying to be smart because when I kick, sometimes he likes to intercept it and grab my foot and to knock me over. His idea of fun. It is fun, but you see, if he goes to move to get ready to do something like that, I preempt it and I hold that kick back. Like if I'm halfway to the kick, which are fast, I see him going to move and I pull back on it. So even if he can catch it, if I'm still going, it's not full force. Well, he knows that, right? And so he left it last split second to move. And so he's got the pads here, I'm going to kick, and my kick comes in. He moves like that, and to grab it, and I full kicked him, like with full force of my kick. It was a power kick. Ow. Oh, I was in so much pain. He felt so bad, hey? He gave me lots of foot massages with all kinds of stuff. It really hurt. And it still hurts. Page of Swords. Let's read this out. It wasn't chicken. Page of Swords. Restless energy, curiosity, a thirst for information, learning new things. An apprentice or student, intellectual pursuits, ideas and reasoning, a messenger. The shadow is arrogance, gossip, nervous energy, being all talk and no action, dishonesty. The shadow of this, it's like that. I know it all. I don't need to find anything else. It's out. It is what it is, and it's fine as it is. You know, I found a lot of narcissists are like that, and abusers are like that. They can have that. You know, everything's fine when it's obviously not. You know, there's no change required. It's that kind of arrogance, yeah, but just not interested in looking deeper. see. Curious and intelligent, this page has a thirst for knowledge that seems unquenchable. She's an incredibly quick-witted communicator, and she's often compelled to share her many ideas or messages with others. At times, she's so talkative that it becomes too much for others to process, and her intense energy can come across as unsettled or even nervous. I've been getting weird comments on YouTube lately. I don't know why that. Someone told me to brush my teeth before I do readings. What the hell? And what was the other one? Weird one. There's all comments on YouTube. There was another really weird one as well. I can't remember. She suggests using an air of inventiveness in your current pursuit. Your goals will be met by walking a path of honest discovery, especially where others are concerned. Honest discovery and being open-minded as well is what I'm getting here. I feel like there's something deeper to uncover, and it's not like we're used to uncovering deep stuff in ourselves, aren't we? Well, I am anyway, delving in there. But there's more to it than that. This is more it's on a bigger level. It's on a more of a society level, is what it feels to me. Being open to honest discovery, especially where others are concerned. Keeping the light bulbs of curiosity turned on and cultivate a beginner's mindset as you strive to learn new things. Yeah. Avoid falling into gossip or even arrogance with your communication. In shadow, this page can be all talk and no action. There's that message again. Hey, all talk, no action. Remember that everyone who crosses your path has something specific to teach you, and that mirrors are all around. Remain open to unexpected lessons. Share truthfully and delight in every interaction. I learn and I expand my consciousness and open up new opportunities for my life. Rudeness, yeah, that's what it is. But it's just like bizarre. It's like, Mum, why are you calling yourself another name on YouTube? Telling me to brush my teeth. What was the other one? There was another one recently that was just bizarre. Who's this? It's more than just a skin purifier. Sprayed everywhere. Hey, Gabe. Flash. Oh, the sun's coming up. Which is it? Okay, so we've got to be curious, open and curious to learn something new. What if everything that we've been through was just to get us to this point where we are curious and we are able to delve deep? What if it was set up to do all of this stuff on a personal level? It's not really about that. It was about gaining the skills that we needed to be able to do a deep dive and investigate things. Like my readings, what if? What if I've been doing all of this that I've been doing because I'm going to use this for something even bigger, but different? Interesting concept. And we're being asked to have like a beginner's mind to just be open to that. I do feel like there's more. I don't know. I feel a change coming for me. Anyway, go. Weekend vibes for you. Nice. You've got some good stuff coming in this weekend. You being appreciated. Flow. Yeah, we've got that message here as well. Flowing. Everything flowing. Are you feeling appreciated? Maybe lots of compliments coming your way. Or, yeah, just people appreciating you might be receiving as well. There does seem to be a bit of receiving energy for Beth and you here. Very nice. So things are flowing, you're feeling appreciated. And of course, when good stuff happens, it's easier to get on that upward spiral, isn't it? Feel really good about ourselves. And then it's not like we kind of do create better and better things, but we notice it more. We notice the better things more. So something good happens, right? We notice it makes us feel good. And when we're feeling good, we are naturally selecting the things that, to look at the things that match that feeling. So we start looking at the better things in our life. We've got a brighter outlook. We're seeing the positive sides of things. And with that energy, It makes us feel even better. This is the spiral upwards, right? It makes us feel even better. And then we start seeing even better things about stuff around us. The spiral downwards, of course, is something. Is then what can happen is something random happens, because that's what happens with our lives. You know, you can be as good a person as you want to be, but there's still going to be crap that shows up, right? And it can knock you down. It can knock you off that upward spiral. And so you let something take your energy down, piss you off, and then start on that negative spiral. Then you're looking for that confirmation bias in the things around you, but then you're looking at the negative, and it makes you feel even worse. And it's like, I'm a victim of this and that and that, and everyone's against me, and the whole world's fucked. So anyway, Gabe, you're on a positive spiral. But this is interesting. Perfect and criticism. So that is very interesting. So you're being appreciated by people. It can get you on this upward spiral, but you can knock yourself off that upward spiral by this, by making excuses, saying, "Oh, just that, it's nothing," or well, it's not that good, and I'm pointing out a flaw in yourself. That, well, I'm not perfect. Here, let me tell you something that you can criticize me for. Is what this is. And it's weird that this has come up, because I had this moment yesterday. There's one thing that I don't like about my body, and it's one of my toenails. When I was in my early 20s, I started running, and I used to wear a toe ring on this particular toe. And one time when I went for a run, my toe ring went underneath the nail and lifted it up. It damaged it. And I went to the chiropodist after that, because it started growing upwards. And he said, "Oh, that's just fungus." And I said, "Is it?" Because it happened like after this toe ring incident. And he said, "Oh, yeah, well, it might be." He gave me the fungus stuff, and of course it didn't work, because it's not. And he said we might have to take it off, but I never went back. Should probably have it taken off. Anyway, I don't like it. It's not, it's annoying. It grows upwards, so it does look like a fungus nail, and I've got to like grind it down. It grows upwards, so I've got to grind it down. Well, it kind of grows at a very high angle. I've got to grind it down weirdly. I don't like it. And anyway, my damaged foot yesterday, it was that one with that one on. So he's there, and he's like looking at it, and I'm like, whoa. I was tripping myself out like this in my head. It's like, why? Why is this suddenly up close and personal with a bit of my body that I don't like? It's that kind of thing. So don't trip yourself out, Gabe. Let that appreciation in, and let it get you into the flow, that upward spiral. And if you start doing this kind of thing, like pointing out, "Oh, just that, it's nothing. I got this dress. I got it for $5 down the charity shop." You know, stuff like that that we do. We knock that good feeling thing up that could have got us on the upward spiral. If someone appreciates you, I feel like it's more than that. I think there's more various appreciations coming in, Gabe. But notice, don't do this, right? And notice if you go to do it, and then point it out to yourself and maybe them if you've actually voiced it, and say, "No, I'm not going to do that to myself." So that's your weekend. Interesting weekend. Sounds kind of good to me, though. I think you could get on that upward spiral. Okay, so what else? Page of Swords. Got to be curious. Curiosity. Did you get that, Gabe? Being silent still. Strong but silent type is Gabe. Or am I just not getting any messages through? Because no one said anything for ages. Typed anything for ages. So, 9 of Cups. Oh, wishes. So it seems like our wishes are going to be fulfilled in a way that we're not expecting, or not the usual way, is what I'm getting from that. Got the Nine of Cups, and then going to the Ten of Cups. Once we take action, and we can only do that once we've healed ourselves, so that we can be around other people. Silent type. Oh, it's King of Wands. Passion. Claiming something as our own. But then the Ten of Voices again. Painful ending. Oh, is it for him? Passionate one. There's endings going on here. There's healings and there's endings, and it's changing more. You play it off. Well, don't do that. Use it to get on the upward spiral this time. Yeah, that's the receiving. I think I talked about it last time about the four chambers of the heart. Did I? I talked about it sometime anyway in some video, maybe not in here. I'll talk about it again. So there's four chambers to the heart, right? Physically. Two of them are involved in taking the blood in, and two of them are involved in pushing the blood out. None of them are unimportant. They're all important. And so what are they if we have the analogy of like the emotional heart? Well, two are involved with receiving and two are involved with giving. And so why is giving and receiving split into two? Well, it's ourselves and other people. And so if we give to other people, right, that's pretty self-explanatory. Giving to ourselves, that's kind of self-explanatory. That's kind of, yeah, can't speak. That makes sense too, right? Giving to ourselves. And so a lot of people aren't doing that yet, but we've got that as a concept, right? To give to ourselves. So the receiving is the receiving from ourselves, first of all. So what the hell does that mean? That means when we give to ourselves, we've got to fully receive it. We've got to fully be present with it and receive it. So like receiving a compliment from somebody, that's the receiving from others, right? Being fully present to receive something from others. When they pay us a compliment, receiving it and saying thank you, and actually taking that to our heart and receiving it fully, not pushing it away, not deflecting it, not coming up with an excuse to deflect it and all of that. But we've got to do that for ourselves as well, receive from ourselves. So when we give to ourselves, it's fully receiving it from ourselves. So an example that I give is like going for a massage. I fully received that massage yesterday. I was present with it. I wasn't trying to think. In fact, before I went, I was thinking about, before I went for the massage, I was thinking about what I needed to buy on the way back. But in the massage itself, I didn't. I just fully received it. Whereas some people go for a massage, I know because I used to have a massage shop. Some people go for a massage and they just never switch their brain off. They're not there. They're not present for it. They're not even receiving it. It's the same with exercise too. You can be present with it, or you can be totally switched off. And when we're totally switched off, which I am with another trainer because we've been training with each other for so long now, that we both kind of fall asleep. And I can be dreaming about something and I'm training, and then I wake up and I realize I'm like, oh my God, it's not good, not good. That's not receiving it, right? And it's they've actually shown, the scientists have shown that when you're exercising, if you've not got that mind-body connection, you might as well not be exercising. There's a mind-muscle connection. Like if you were just to absent-mindedly like flap around with a weight, it's not the same as standing in front of a mirror and doing it with correct form and having your brain engaged. You must get so much more out of it, of being present. And it's the same with anything. We've got to receive when we give to ourselves. So. And with receiving, we think, well, it's just about what everyone else gives, but it's not. Receiving is not. Is this an energy of appreciation? As if someone's valued? Yeah. and valuing ourselves enough to actually take that in, you know. Thanks, Mandy. Thanks for your donation. General guidance for you. And it takes practice to do that, you know, to receive graciously from people. Graciously, there it is, the word. What does that even mean? Pick it apart. Be this. Be curious about it. What does the word graciously mean? It's grace. What's grace? Being in the flow. So when you graciously accept something, you're opening yourself up into the flow, letting it flow to you, you know. See you, Penny. So general guidance for you, Mandy. What are you feeling guilty about, Mandy? Because you need to stop focusing on the thing that's making you feel guilty. So whatever you keep on thinking about, a work situation or a family situation or a friendship situation is making you feel guilty, stop thinking about it. That's what this is saying. Just stop thinking about it. You've got something on a loop in your mind. Not good for you. Thank you, Rose. Oh, God, release guilt again. Double guilty. But you can be free of it just by stopping thinking about it. Have you ever had that where you feel really bad about something and then like a few days later you remember that you felt bad about something a few days before, but you can't remember what it is? Have you ever had that? It's kind of what this is saying, is like, just stop thinking about that thing. You can't unpick it, you know. You can't, whatever it is that you're thinking, it's happened already. It's like you're beating yourself up with it by thinking about it over and over again. Stop it. Just stop it and refocus on something else. Free yourself from that guilt by stopping to think about it. It's something from the past, right? I had a memory come up, one that had made me feel guilty. It made me feel guilty at the time, but it was a very important experience for me to have. So my family were very, very hard people, you know, really mean-spirited people. Pick on everyone, you know. And so I was brought up like that. It wasn't okay to do anything wrong, right? You got hammered for it. And then I went to uni and I was living with other people who hadn't had that experience. And it's very eye-opening. But I remember one time something happened. One of my housemates, she left a plate on the cooker top, and instead of turning off one of the rings, she turned on the other one to full blast or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, I ended up breaking this plate. Now, I couldn't let that go. I couldn't, and she was like saying to me, just let it go. I did it. It's done. I'm sorry. But I couldn't let it go because I got into that I got into my parents' mindset where we just weren't allowed to do anything wrong like that, and they never let it go, you know. And that memory popped up. It was important for me to have that experience because she showed me like a just complete different side of it, just like flowing with it, you know. It happened. I did something wrong. Yeah, I'm a human being. But my point being, I held guilt for that, for having that same reaction as my parents would have had for it. I held guilt for that for so long. So it was interesting that I thought of that again yesterday, because now I can see it for the value it had. You know, it was just one of the many things that happened to me to show me that it wasn't normal or right what I'd grown up in. It was the socializing, not the re-socializing, the socializing of Claire. And I mean, it really did. It changed everything going to uni, because it was my first experience of good people. Yeah. And one of the worst people in my life said that I changed and I wasn't his sister anymore after I'd gone to uni. And that's why, because I realized that not the whole world, not everyone is like that. And yeah, I was a different person after. Of course I was. Should have got out of that abuse. Guilt's on repeat. It's the thoughts about it, Mandy. The thought, whatever you're thinking about. Hoppy. Oh, custody battle. I'm sorry you're going through that. It sucks. People suck, don't they? Oh. Rose. You're welcome, Susan. Thank you. Oh, okay. Ugly custody battles. Oh, what can we do? I did a private reading for someone yesterday. It was really good. It was about a court case. Very good reading. Because at the start of it, she'd asked, is she going to win? And the crystal said no. And it's like, well, let's get into it and see if this answer changes. And it did. The answer was yes in the end, but with a reframe in the middle of it. And she was blown away by it. She was like, that just changes everything. It was about taking the focus off the blame. Who's to blame? A very interesting reading. Anyway, let's get to you, Rose. It's going well. There you go. I'll just have patience. Yeah, it's going to take some time. All these things do, right? Because the courts, that's what came up in that reading yesterday as well. This court stuff. It's battle of the egos is what it is. It's like whose ego is going to win out. And it's not just like you and them. It's like the judge as well and all the jury and all of that. Not the judge. It's probably just a judge, right? You're going to have patience with it because it's battle of egos. But it's going well. But you've got to stay strong. You've got to stay strong. Often that's what it is. Often the stuff that we go through like this is because we weren't empowered when we made certain decisions, right? And then it comes back to bite us in the bum. It's like, well, now, because you weren't empowered at the start of this, when you had the intuition of standing up for yourself and you didn't, you backed down or whatever, it escalates, and now you've got to stand up for yourself in a much bigger way, like in court afterward. And so that's the way of the universe, right? The stuff that we ignore, the stuff that we don't deal with. It's like it feels like a punishment for not standing in our power. It's not that. It's like the universe helping us to see that we do have the power. We're much more powerful than we think. So you're gonna have to be really strong. Allow yourself to be really strong. So don't try to play it nice. Now, I'm not saying play them at their own game here. I'm not saying let this be a battle of egos, because that doesn't help anyone. But allow yourself to be really, really strong in it. It doesn't have to be the ego, right? It's almost like making it about justice for everybody, the best for everyone. Yeah, instead of that real estate thing. I know, it's a mess, isn't it? And that's the court system. That's the court system completely. It's like, whose ego is strong enough? Like a game show. It's ridiculous. You see, and that's what this kind of thing is talking about as well. There's things. We can win out and we can heal ourselves within a messed up system. Or we can do this and we can go deeper and like, I don't want to win in a crappy situation. There's no win. There's no win there. If it's not a win-win, there's no win. And I'm not just saying that to be twee, it's true. If you win out when it's a battle of egos, it's your ego that's won. It's the fears that have won. And so there's no win there. You're not actually going to feel good about it. And that's when people say, well, I thought I was going to feel good once I got this, and then I don't. And it's like, well, yeah. Well, yeah. Now, with my kids, I totally backed down. I was like codependent and just didn't stand up, wasn't strong in that at all. I was like not wanting to fight for them at all because of that. Didn't want them to be used as real estate. They ended up being that anyway. Like the dad turned them against me completely. So he took that opportunity, even though he'd been through something very similar with his first son. And he knew what that felt like. He still did the same thing to me. And I pointed it out to him. Couldn't get it. He just couldn't get it. It's like, but you know what it's like to be on the receiving end of this, and you're doing it to me too. Well, yeah. It's difficult. I'm sorry, Rose, that you're going through that. But yeah, that's the crux of it. You've got to be strong because you weren't strong before. So there's something about your intuition and not being strong on that, not standing up for yourself in the past. It's coming back to bite you on the bum now, and you're going to have to be even stronger. Doing what's best for them, but not backing down. That would be the best kind of approach, I would have thought. Doing what's best for the girls, but I don't think my way of doing that, I tried to do that with mine. I don't think my way was good because I was just passive, you know. I gave up. I was passive with it. It's tricky, huh? There you go. So we've got a painful ending. I don't understand this. Muse of Inspiration has a painful ending. I don't think this is our energy. It's so very different. So the passionate one got something to end. Oh, is this the Ten of Cups? What's that? Strong. The Strength card. You've got to be strong in the face of something or someone. Give me one more about this. Ace of Inspiration. They've already had the intuition, the ideas. Okay, so this is about someone else here involved. We've got to be open. We've got to be open to something new. The Nine of Cups and the Page of Swords is about us. Our wishes coming true, being fulfilled. Page of Swords, having a beginner's mind and being open to something different. And then someone else that's involved here, the Muse of Inspiration, King of Wands, has a painful ending to do first, has to be strong, kind of like Rose's situation. Has had the intuition to do it, but maybe is gathering up the strength to do it. An ending. Empress on the bottom there. It's an interesting addition to this. So there's a lot of things to be let go of here and healed. I think that's probably why I thought that the Eight of Cups was coming out when the Eight of Embers did. So it feels to me like this is a two-party situation that it's talking about here. One is, and I'm presuming that the first one that they're talking about is us, is the healing something, being open to something bigger, having to heal and get ready with our eyes on the prize kind of thing, ready for the fast forward. Then they've got an ending to happen here. It's painful too. It's going to be painful. There's no getting out of that. You're going to have to be strong through it. They know what to do already. Just haven't done it. It's very much action for them. So tell us more. Or, yeah, take it vice versa if it's true. That way around. If it's you that's got to take action. Pain! Heartbreak. Ouch. You have to get your second COVID shot. Good luck with it, Mandy. I hope you go well. Remember, don't exercise for a while. That's the only thing I know not to do. Don't exercise after it for a few days. Take it easy. Let your body use all of its energy to do the immune system thing so that you've got a healthy reaction to it. And the Seven of Pentacles, patience again. You're going to have patience with it. Marriage. Holy shit, more patience, really? Seeds have been planted. They do know the seeds have been planted. They have to have patience with it. Yep. We haven't got temperance out today. We had it out in the energy update though. Low in energy today. Why? Is that good? It's one of those days where the cards fall on the floor. I worked out more than I've ever worked out according to my watch yesterday. We did 2.5 hours workout in the morning. There's a lot of people there, and so I had to wait for the second part. But my watch kept on thinking that I'd finished the workout, and I was so I kept on having to get my heart rate back up to prolong it. And they were all going, "Don't go, Claire, don't go," because they could see that I was getting bored waiting for everyone else to finish their rounds. Don't go, wait. We're going to do the exercise at the end. I'm like, okay, I'll wait. So it ended up being, I think I lapped my exercise. I think I did about 3 hours of exercise yesterday. And I had a 2-hour massage. Is it really surprising that we've got to wait? Yes. Oh, God. The Four of Cups. The Four of Cups says contemplation and re-evaluation. But that's not what's going on here. The Four of Cups is the offer's coming in, but we're thinking it's not here yet. It's that whole thing where something's already there, it's already yours, but because it's not like right there and I can't squeeze it and take it to bed, it's not, right? Hi, Maria. You're late. What have you been doing? Contemplation, reevaluation. No, it's the offer. It's like, but it's not here yet, but you see it is. See that hand in the background with that cup? There's the offer. It's already ours. And this is what the guides always say. It's like time's an illusion. It's already yours. If it's not yours, then it's not yours. And so why are you trying to grab onto it? It's already there. Chicken's good. She's on the chair out there, sleeping after her milk. She's all better now. She's a good kitty. She's been fed up again. She's back to her chunky self, not just normal. Yeah, she's well now. And then we've got the Dawn of Swords here. Reflection and diligence. Reflection, getting clarity about it. Like, why the hell did we go through that? What was all that about? We had the Tower. I've started watching this other lady. She does similar readings to me. She does a daily. I can't remember what her name is. I've seen her before only a couple of times, but she popped up on my YouTube feed and I've subscribed to her now. I'll try and remember her name. I'll try to remember to remember next time. But what I've found very interesting in watching her for the last couple of days is she pulls a lot of the same cards out as I do in the dailies. She's picking up on the same energies, hi. And so, but she's, of course, she's a different person, so she's got a different take on it. So I'm finding it very interesting. And we both picked out the Tower as the first card today. And not in a bad way, a tower happening. Things need to fall apart, you know. There are things that need to fall apart. Yeah, it's good to fall asleep. Yesterday, my watch told me in the morning it had a heart warning on it because my heart had gone below 40 at 2:22 in the night. It just means I'm getting fitter. Usually my heart rate goes down to 41, 42 at night. So it's not that big a difference. It went down to 39 because I'm fitter, because of Mr. Handsome and me training, because we train fast together. Right. One of the other trainers is like a guest trainer. She comes in every now and then. I was talking to her about the heart thing, and she said, "So fit," and I said, "Yeah, well, it's him. He trains me really fast." She said, "I know." She said, "I'm like, I'm trying to catch my breath just watching you." Super fast. It's like, well, it's not like, it is high intensity training. Then we've got the Nine of Swords. Thanks, Thanks, Maria. Then we've got the Nine of Swords. Reflection and diligence. There's already an offer there, I think. It's not concrete yet. We're pregnant with it. It's that message again, you know, that egg? The woman with the egg underneath her skirt? The golden egg? It's already there, it just hasn't hatched yet. Pregnant with it. When we're pregnant with it, it's already there. The Nine of Swords, conflict and anguish, but we tear ourselves apart because we're telling ourselves, but it's not there though, is it? Because I can't see it and I can't take it to bed and I can't squeeze it. It's not there. It's not fully manifested in its material form yet. So that's why we're breaking our hearts about it. And we've got to be patient. Maria. Oh, there's another card on the floor. What's this? Is this going to tell us that it's all happening? Queen of Cups. Oh, yeah. Oh. The Queen of Cups. Look, authentic and virtuous. Yeah, but it's not about that. It's about being open and it's what I was saying to Gabe. It's about receiving it, being open to receive it. Okay. We've got to be open to receive it. How interesting that that just showed up right at the last minute down there on the floor. So we've got to receive it. So everything that I just said to Gabe, for it to flow in. We've got to fully accept it and let it in. And graciously receive it and let it get us on that upward spiral. Not crazy upward spirals. Oh, that makes sense now, doesn't it? So that's why we're healing ourselves. To stop all of this disappointment, to stop the downward spiral stuff that we're doing. That's what it is. To stop the disappointment, the impatience, the disbelief of it, the doubt, all of that stuff, and to open up to it, to graciously open up to it, to accept it, to say, okay, it's already there. I can see it intuitively. I know, and good luck, Rose. Yeah, that sucks. Christine had the same thing happen. Hi, with a credit card. Zoinks. It's not good. Okay, Maria, let's get to you now. Higher self-guidance for Maria, so she can go back to sleep. You are good enough. Don't sabotage that. So you don't need to lower your standards. You don't need to stoop to someone's level, is what I just heard. You don't need to match people to hold your high standards. Hold your head high. You are good enough. Yeah. We don't need to match people to have them come in, is what I heard. You don't need to match people to have them come in. It's a sabotage. What's she got? Food. I got some more cowslip flowers yesterday. Yum. That's what's for dinner tonight. And salmon. You got what you resist, persist, and listen. Oh, this is kind of confronting. It's like listen to yourself. So there's something here where you are matching someone else's energy instead of, it's like you're giving as good as you get kind of thing, but it's not as good as you get. You're giving as bad as you get. You're lowering yourself to match someone else's energy. It's not good. Listen to yourself. So there's some way that you're responding to someone else, and it's a match to them, but it's not really you. We've got to, rather than just respond to everything, like giving as good as we get, whatever comes in, and just reflecting it back to others. That's letting everyone else dictate our own vibration, right? and how we'll be. Just be moldable and just match everyone else around us. That's not a strong stance, right? We need to know who we are and be that no matter what, who's around us and what's around us. And that's that Queen of Swords energy of the swords, knowing who we are, our thoughts being aligned, and just saying no to everything that's not that, not giving them as good as we get. So yeah, so you're kind of resisting that. Listening to yourself, I mean. Listen to yourself, pay close attention to what's going on. You got it's important. It's an important lesson, I think, that we all go through, and we see it like definitely in our teenage selves, right? That's when we're most impressionable. Peer pressure. We mold ourselves. We try different things out. We meet someone new, and then we're just kind of like, oh, I'm going to be like you. I'm going to take your personality traits on. You know, it was like I was talking about. Was it on Wednesday or Monday? I was when I went through my being attracted to moody guys stage. I picked that up from someone else. That wasn't me. And then I got over it quite fast too. But we try these things out when we're teenagers and in our 20s as well, I guess. Figuring out who we are. But by the time we get old like we are, we should know by then and not do that teenage thing of molding ourselves based on everyone else and just like stand strong and stable in our own energy of who we are. So that's your quest, Maria. Now you can go back to sleep. Sweet dreams. I need to open up a Thai bank account. Yeah, I always forget. Hey, I remember when I'm at home because I'm thinking about work stuff and things like that, official stuff when I'm at home. And then when I go to the gym, because it's the only people I see is at the gym, I forget to ask them. Because I need a Thai person to vouch for me to open up a bank account. And I need to do it soon because I need to put a heap of money in there from Australia. I think to get the retirement visa, your money's got to have sat in there for a while. Not just a fly-by-night, flash in the pan kind of drop the money in, take it out. Okay. I never wear dresses. I love this dress. It's so gorgeous. I didn't get it from a charity shop for $5. This is a designer dress. It was on sale, but it was kind of expensive. I think it was a Canadian designer. I don't know. I love it though. It's beautiful color. It's my kind of thing, kind of, I don't know. My sense of style and dress has never changed, okay, since I was a kid. I'm still wearing the same things. My little shorts and stuff. Well, I didn't in the UK, apart from those 2 weeks of the year this summer. Tell us more about all of this then. Have we got clarity today? I think so. Something's already happening. We've just got to be open and receptive to it. It's going to happen. They got stuff to do for sure. This energy here, they know what to do. They just got to do it. And whoever else is involved in this stuff, and we have got to stop being impatient. We've got to stop getting ourselves on that downward spiral, whatever it is that we're doing. Tricky. Drinking definitely used to get me on the downward spiral. It was 4 months yesterday since I had a drink. Well, it was actually the day before, on the 1st. But at night. Tell us more. Serendipity. Serendipity. Come closer. There we go. That's better. Serendipity. Of course, this is about timing. Things showing up at the right time. When you're ready, they're ready. Oops. Cat hair floating around on the tripod there, annoying me. Serendipity. I'm going to get another card out from this deck. And then we'll finish. Here and now, be here and now, divine timing, serendipity. It's going to flow. It's going to flow. But we've got to make sure that we are in the flow. Like I said, on that upward spiral. So be in the here and now. Sorry, I'll show you that card. Oh, there's that egg. You see, we are pregnant with it. I told you. Past and future. What does it say? I can't hold it still. I can't read it. Did anyone catch what that said there? It's tiny. Something new life. I can't read it. Let's get glasses. I'll get one of these out. Bearing fruit. You see, it is happening. It is. It's coming about. It is manifesting. It's bearing fruit. It's on the tree already. It's just not ripe yet. We're pregnant with it. It's just not happening yet. That's all. Serendipity. No, that's not anything to do with this. So there we have it. Clear as mud. I think Gabe's part in it was one of the most important parts. Gabe's reading of that being open and the upward spiral here. That's the stuff that we've got to heal ourselves from, the way that we keep on taking ourselves down with disappointment, I think that's what it is. So there we go. Thanks for everyone for coming along and being a part of this. Always very much appreciated. It's getting very quiet in here, isn't it? Maybe I need to advertise this show a little bit more. I'm going to say it in my videos, but I don't post about it on social media apart from the replays anymore. I used to post like, I'm going to be going live in an hour, which you can't do anymore because they don't show people in a timely manner, do they? Anyway, let's get the word out about this show a little bit more. So have a great weekend, everybody. Don't forget, in about 10 hours, the weeklies are going to be up for each star sign, so check those out. And yeah, I'm going to do a pick a card read. I don't even know what I'm going to do yet. No one gave me any ideas, so it's all on me again. But yeah, have a great weekend. That whatever pick a card I decide to do in about 10 minutes will be up tomorrow. So have a great weekend. Hope you all enjoy it, and I'll see you all on Monday. Bye.